Y'all want to hear about how I got sent to a couple haunted houses for home care? I'm about to tell y'all. Now, first of all, a little backstory. I've always been able to see spirits and hear spirits ever since I was a kid. Same thing with my mother, and same thing for the majority of the women in my family, and same for, I would say, most of the men. Okay, so boom. I ended up getting this job at this agency who did 24-hour shifts. I would pack a bag and be gone for a few days, and I would always pack my Bible. My mother, she works with kids, so she pretty much was off during that summer, and she was like, I'll just get a job with you and just work like once a week so I can get out the house. It just gave her something to do, so she decided to do that. When the company sent us this client's information, they sent her picture through this app that they used, and as soon as they sent the picture through the app, me and my mom were looking, and we both just like jumped back like that. I don't know why we did that. We both felt something in that moment, but it was at the same time. So then my mom looked at me and she said, we're going to see what that's about. And I was like, I guess. So the next thing you know, a few days later, it was time to go ahead and start taking care of the client. And so I'm driving there. And as I'm driving there, I see this man walking towards my car as I'm driving. And then once I drove past him, I couldn't see him in the rear view anymore. That was strike one. Then I finally get to her house and I park in her driveway. And when I park the car in the driveway, I see somebody peeking out the window, and it's this woman. Okay. So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, they didn't tell me that she was going to have family over and whatever. They usually would tell you that. It was no big deal. They would just usually tell you. And so then I finally, when I parked the car, this feeling came over me, and I just did not feel right. I felt sick. I didn't like the way I felt. My head was hurting. I was like, it's too late now. I'm here. I can't just leave this woman high and dry. So I go in, and when I go in, it's like a darkness in the house. I felt so uneasy. And so in my head, I'm praying. Do you know that as soon as I got in there, this woman started telling me like, yeah, so I don't have cable. She's like angry. When I say angry, she is an angry woman. I don't have cable. I don't have Wi-Fi. So don't even ask. And I was like, yes, ma'am. Like I wasn't going to ask. So nighttime came, and it was time for her to go to sleep. Soon as she went to sleep, I settled down on the couch. The kitchen was extremely dark. So she had one of those kitchen sliding doors where you can slide it closed. I closed that mother freaking door. Okay. I was terrified. I was scared because I'm like, it's so dark. You go in there, you can't even see your hand in front of your face. That's a weird kind of dark. Like I've never seen a house so dark like that. So I slid the door closed because I'm not about to be sitting here on this couch and looking into that kitchen and just see darkness like that. So finally, I dozed off. And when I dozed off, somebody tapped me, and I thought it was the client. I was like, oh my gosh, she got out of bed. So I jumped up. I said, yeah, what you doing out of bed? And when I looked up, it was the man that was walking by my car when I was like down the street from this woman's house. Terrified. I jumped up and I said, God, in the name of Jesus. Like I was like, not even joking. Like I instantly started praying because I don't think so. So when I started praying, the man, like he backed into the kitchen. I closed that kitchen door. So I was there for 3 more days after that and experienced nothing but craziness. Finally, my mom got there to the woman's house because she was doing once a week. And so she got to the woman's house. And when she came out, now mind you, my mom was born in the 60s. So she know to do stuff that I don't know to do. So once she got home, she said, she's angry. She is angry. And so I said, well, it was like, what? I said, did you see him? Did you see the guy? She said, I saw him. I said, what did he do to you? She said, he didn't touch me. He didn't come near me. And so then she said, I prayed around the house. She said, I anointed the house. She was like, but it's her. She's angry. She's holding them there. That man is her husband. She was like, her daughter died terribly. And I said, how her daughter died? And I can't remember what she said, but apparently she died in a terrible way. And so when I finally went back to that house, and the woman, she kind of opened up to me and she showed me a picture of her daughter. Y'all, why was her daughter the one that was in that window when I pulled up in that driveway? So when people be saying that they want to open their third eye, baby, take it. Take it. Because I be fucking tired. I be tired of this.